The career mode is back here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is another race for the Gander Outdoor Truck Series on this career mode. Again, full race live streams with this season, or with this career mode playthrough. And this should be a lot of fun as we go to the Dover International Raceway today for the GX 200. No qualifying or practice once again for this 99 team for Woody Race, or Channel Racing. And this is going to end up being a pretty good show, if I had to imagine. We've been battling a pretty tight race truck the last few races, last three really, so hopefully we're not as tight for the get-go of this Dover race. And we'll see if we can get this truck back to victory lane. 6 different winners in the first 6 races of the season. Will we go 7 for 7 here tonight? We'll have to find out. Jonathan Rogers, Jackson Thomas, welcome to the stream as we get this race underway. Grant Enfinger on the pole. Looks like it might be Crafton, actually. Yeah, it is Crafton. My bad. Matt Crafton's on the pole looking for his second win of the season. He looks like he's going to be really fast today. Riley Herb starting at the rear. It looks like Tyler Ingram is going to race this pretty cleanly. DB Forever 85, welcome to the stream. A little later start time for this one. Hopefully we get done by 10:30 for my sake, because I have to work tomorrow. So I'm doing this for you guys here tonight. Wasn't planning on doing a doubleheader, but we are here nonetheless. Green flag is back in the air. Should say it's in the air for the first time, but it's back in the air tonight. Gander coming in off a 14th place finish at Richmond. Jimmy Johnson was the best driver here all time at Dover. Most winningest. Tonight it is time for the Truck Series to take center stage. 45 laps in stage 1, 45 in stage 2. The final stage is going to be 110. This 200-mile, 200-lap race around the box line. Riley Herbst took it 3 wide, by the way, that last corner underneath old Jennifer Jo Cobb and Schneider. Dialing up the doubleheader indeed, Patrick. Welcome to the stream, by the way. You guys talked me into it after the Indy Road Course. If we would have had a non... I definitely wouldn't have done another race tonight if there wasn't going to be like any NASCAR Heat 5 shenanigans with the penalties we were getting for no apparent reason. And it wasn't like it was just 1 or 2. I mean, it was a lot. For those of you that watched that Indianapolis Road Course race we had earlier tonight. That was for the Cup Series on our custom schedule season. Schneider's having a tough time. He's not tight, I'll give him that. The truck's handling pretty good. It's just really slow out of the gate. Trying to get around Rafael Assard right now in 28th place. Tanner Gray, who won 2 races ago at Texas, 27. Jackson Thomas, welcome to the stream. Something else with NASCAR Heat 5 I have to mention to you guys too. So for whatever reason, it did not save from the last time I ran the career mode. Oh my gosh. I forgot this controller was nearly dead.
Got one peeking outside.
Oh, we gotta... Hang on. Pausing it for just a second. That was a close one. That was a close one. All right, let's get back to this. Gotta get my phone on the charger while I'm at it too. Don't want that to die. We'll lose the stream. Gotta use my hotspot again, unfortunately. So yeah, if the internet has been kind of wonky tonight, by the way, again, it's because of the issue. Yeah, I forgot to change controllers out after the Indy Road Course. I meant to do that. I walked away for about a half hour to watch the rest of the Michigan game and completely forgot about it. Okay, so if we have more than 5 seconds of damage because, oh man, we're going to have heavy damage. That was a pretty hard lick into the outside wall. Heavy damage to the 99 truck, and he's going to have a pain of a time just trying to stay in the lead lap now. I'm going to repair that damage, even if it's over 5 seconds, which it likely is over 5 seconds worth of damage. Elise Moreland, welcome to the stream. Well, now the truck is tight. Good thing you didn't DNF. I would have restarted the race if I DNF'd because of that. Especially this early. I don't know how I didn't DNF, honestly. As hard as we hit it and all the engine damage. But yeah, I'll repair it. Well, that's going to stink because that's going to cost us a shot at stage points unless we get a caution here in stage 1. Matt Crafton continues to lead. He's led every lap after starting on the pole in today's race. He's definitely the guy to beat early on. Yeah, I did watch the race yesterday at Atlanta. Pretty hard lick for Kurt Busch into the wall. Yeah, I always watch every Cup race. I don't get to every Xfinity or truck race, and a lot of that's because I work Saturdays now, too. I've seen the last 2 Xfinity races. It's been a few weeks since I've seen a truck race. I think the Daytona Road Course was honestly the last truck race I've been able to watch. It's just tougher for me to watch Saturday afternoon races. Saturday nights I can, but that's because I get off at 4:30. Got plenty of time to get home. Yeah, that is going to be unfortunate because unless we get a caution in the next couple laps, Schneider's going to go a lap down to Matt Crafton.
Got one outside now.
Slides up in front of Raphael Assad, back inside the top 30. He was just starting to make passes too when that issue ended up happening. Definitely could have been worse. As you mentioned. Yo Mama, welcome to the stream. That was right in the middle of the corner too. I don't know how that did DNF us. Yeah, again, sorry if there's a lag. I have to use my hotspot. My internet went out today and it's still not back up. It's the only way we're even able to stream at all tonight. So if there's a lag, I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about it. It's either we have a lag or we don't have a stream at all today. It wasn't this bad earlier though. I'm looking at it. It looks worse now than what it did earlier. Hopefully it doesn't cut out in the middle of us here. Oh boy, here comes Crafton in the bottom. Right in the back of Jennifer Jo Cobb. So Matt Crafton put Schneider a lap down. Fortunately for the 99 team. It's my fault for not changing the controller out and then it disconnected on us because it died. Yeah, again, I know the stream's lagging. Like, really badly. I don't know what's going on. It's okay. Then why are we streaming? Because you guys wanted me to stream. Don't put this on me. You guys asked me if I wanted to do another stream. I wasn't going to, but we had enough people say yes, and our first race got done early enough. That the internet wasn't acting up in the first one though. I don't know why it's acting up so much right now. Keep stopping and starting again. Yeah, I can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. Remember when we used to have lag all the time with my old internet? Those were some rough times. Yeah, I honestly can't do anything about it, unfortunately. Hopefully my internet's back up tomorrow. Again, it went out earlier today, so I couldn't do anything about it.
Careful there. Clear all around.
BMJ, welcome to the stream. I just thought that was funny that you asked, like, well, why are we streaming then? Well, I wasn't going to stream another race, but you guys talked me into it. We had a bunch of people in the end of the last race. We should do another one. That's why we're here again. I don't know what's going up with my internet though. Yeah, I just literally don't have any internet. Like, that's why I have to use my hotspot. Because we have like smart TVs, Roku TVs, and those won't even connect. I was only able to watch the Michigan game on my phone because I had my mobile hotspot. For some reason, it isn't working as well as it did earlier. There we go. Now it's saying excellent connection again. But it might be a little fuzzy here today.
Wow, that's fast.
25 laps to go in stage 1. Schneider is just trying to pass as many trucks as possible. This damage is slowing him down quite a bit, but again, we will repair it. It's because my controller disconnected on me because I forgot to change it out after our custom schedule race today. This is weird on me. Weird.
Got one down low now. We got room. You're clear then.
Yeah. Huge run. I think that's Chastain running in line behind Schneider. Wow, Fogelman checked up a ton there. Schneider got right into the back of him.
Half down, half to go. This time by. Got a car coming inside now. All right, you're clear. Hold your line. Got one inside. All clear.
I really don't know what's going on with the internet right now. Not the internet, but my hotspot.
Still there?
Again, it worked perfectly fine.
Hold your line.
Literally like an hour ago. We had no connection issues when we were doing the Indianapolis road course race, but now we're having major issues
Stay on the bottom.
right now. Matt Crafton's got about a quarter of a track lead on Ross Chastain. A little contact with Decker off turn 4. Schneider got really loose.
Got 24 left. Got a car coming inside
Narrow
now.
corner exits here at Dover, both off the exit of turn 2 and turn 4. It's lagging again. Yeah, I know. Trust me, guys, I can see it. I don't know what's going on. Just lost connection completely. It's literally cutting all the way out now. I don't even know if you guys can hear me anymore. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, let me know down in the chat what you guys can hear. I can barely hear. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, it's just... It was lagging there for a minute, and now it's just not even doing anything. Yeah, sorry if you guys can't hear me or it's cutting in and out a lot. I don't know what's going on. Like, it got really bad there for a couple minutes. Voice keeps cutting in and out. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm afraid of. I keep seeing, like... Yeah, it's good for now until, like... we get another 20 laps in and it just starts cutting in and out again. I can hear you. It's just lagging. Yeah, it's going to lag the rest of the race. I mean, we're early enough in this race that I could just stop this and we can come back again tomorrow as originally planned. And hopefully my internet's back up tomorrow. Yeah, if you guys can hear me down in the chat, that's probably what we're just going to end up doing here. Oh, now it's saying excellent connection. Hang on. PS4 I use, have OBS. Yeah, I have OBS for PS4. Now it's excellent. Now it says I have excellent connection. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, we'll try this again. I was about to just call it quits for the night at that point. That was really bad all of a sudden. Now it's back to perfect. I don't know. I didn't even do anything. I don't know what that was, but it looks like we're all right. If it does that again, we're just gonna restart this tomorrow. I mean, with the controller already disconnecting, we're already a lap and a half behind. Already put behind the 8 ball. Yeah, it looks like everything's pretty good, or about as good as it's gonna be. Yeah, I mean, if there's a small lag from time to time, that's all right for tonight. Run tomorrow like a Randall, yeah. That's what I'll end up doing. If it does that again, especially soon, before we get too far into this race, then that's what we're going to have to do. Just going to have to move it to... I mean, we were originally going to run this race tomorrow. I'm only running this because of how bad that road course race at Indy was. If you guys wanted another race. The combination of those two things kind of went hand in hand. Right now it's working out all right. 15 laps to go in stage 1. Again, Crafton's led every lap so far today from the pole. See, the problem is I had to put my phone on the charger, and I think it was like so far away from my laptop. Seven tomorrow. Wait, hey, hang on. No, we're still running right now. Yeah, we're still running.
Careful, still there. You
Everybody else is making up. You guys listening to me at all? Like, you guys down in the chat are like, okay, yep, see you tomorrow. Like, it's a go play. No, everything's working fine now, but if it happens again, like we just had there a few minutes ago, then we'll cut it out, because that lasted like a good 5 minutes or so. I didn't even think we were going to get back to perfect connection again. Yeah, it's running just how it was earlier now. Worst case scenario, if I do have to put my phone on a charger, because I don't think the battery's going to make it to the end of the race and starts lagging out, the only other thing I can do is turn my camera off and still have my laptop close to my phone, and you guys will still hear me and everything. Unfortunately, just won't have the actual cam. Yeah, it's down to 5%. I just put it on the charger for a couple minutes and went up to like 11. I took it off to try and get better connection again. End of stage 1, I'm going to have to plug my phone in. Or we're definitely going to lose the stream, because I've gotten the hotspot on my phone on. That's the only reason we're able to stream tonight.
You're all clear up top.
Meanwhile, back to the race. Schneider's actually driven his way up to 16th. Matt Crafton has lapped a ton of trucks in stage 1. He is light years ahead. He's got about a third of a track on the second place truck of Ross Chastain right now. Crafton trying to become the first repeat winner of the season. Something else I was going to mention, though, before we started having that lag issue. So, NASCAR Heat 5 had another problem. I went to log back into the career mode after I ended the last live stream before I went to start the Michigan game or watch the rest of the Michigan basketball game. And what happened was it didn't save the last 2 races that we ran. I don't know how it saved the one but didn't save the other. Or, I mean, the other way around. I don't know how it didn't save at least the first race we did. It just backtracked us back to Texas. So I had to run a short race just to get through it. And I finished exactly where I ran at the end of those races. Only problem is we didn't get stage points for it, but neither did anybody else. So whoever won the stages to get the playoff points at Texas and Richmond don't actually have those playoff points now, but I did finish 2nd and 14th, which is where we finished in both those races. Hopefully it saves after Dover. I don't know, that's a NASCAR Heat 5 problem. I don't know why it didn't save. It automatically saves with this game. There isn't even an option to save. Oh, we got a truck spinning in the grass. I think that was Natalie Decker. Went for a spin in turns 1 and 2. Schneider with a full head of steam to get up to 14th. No caution for Decker spinning down to the inside of the racetrack. That held up both Eckes and Todd Gillen. Schneider's able to get up to 13th now. And we will repair this damage. Problem is Schneider's not going to get into stage points in stage 1 likely. Probably should have brought out a caution, but it didn't.
5 laps to go.
5 laps to go in stage 1 now. Got in the back of Chastain and shot Ross out a little further out ahead of Schneider. They're not battling for position, though. Chastain's in 2nd on the lead lap. Dean Smith's actually the next driver for position ahead of Schneider right now in 12th. But yeah, anyway, so it didn't save, even though it saves automatically, and there isn't even an option to actually save anyway, so because it's supposed to save automatically. So there was an issue with that. So when I ran those short races, Christian Eckes still won the 1 race, so that didn't change. He's still in the playoffs. We're going to say Tanner Gray still won at Texas because he did. It had Lassard win, so it's going to show Lassard's going to be in the playoffs. But if it comes down to the end of the regular season, Lassard doesn't win a race or makes it in on points, then he's not going to be in. We're going to throw Tanner Gray in. So we're still going to have the same winners apply. I'm not going to redo the points fully, but we know Tanner Gray won a race and he's going to be in the playoffs. He's well inside the top 20 too. Unless he just falls off the face of the earth the last 10 races or so of the regular season. Gray's going to be in the playoffs. Almost got the wall off turn 4. Final lap of stage 1 now for Matt Crafton. He has led every lap of the race so far. Schneider's going to get around Austin Wayne Silk for 11th. He has lapped well inside the top 10. What a night so far for Crafton as he wins stage 1. Yet another stage win on the year for him. Chastain second. Schneider just missing out on stage points, finishing 11th. But we'll be faster the rest of this race. And honestly, finishing 11th with that kind of damage, that's pretty good. So we're going to repair that damage. Austin Hill got the free pass. That's unfortunate that we're going to actually start the next stage a lap down. And we're going to have a slow pit stop likely now too. Well, we might not. We got a fast pit crew. Alright, so what I'm going to do... No. Going to get rid of my camera real quick. I might turn it back on for the final stage. But I need to plug my phone in. I don't want to lose connection again. This is what we got to do to keep the stream alive. So let me pause it here for a second. Get my laptop closer to my phone. We should be good to go. But no more camera. For the rest of... Well, at least for stage 2. Maybe stage 3. I don't want to take the risk of losing the stream again. Green flag is back in the air. I'll still be able to read the chat from where I have it. I did lose a couple spots on the restart. Ross Chastain wins the race off pit road, so he's going to lead his first laps of the race. Crafton came out second.
Still there. Hold your line, got one inside.
Bosch Schneider with a chance to get any stage points this stage unless he can get the free pass and get a caution. There's the first set of tires taken as well, so still 3 more sets for these final 2 stages. Just gets down to the bottom on the inside of Brett Moffitt. Battling mid-pack right now. Chastain continues to lead. He started on the pole 3 races this year, but he has failed to win a race up to this point. Can we go 7 for 7 here tonight with 7 different winners in the first 7 races?
Excellent lap there. Good job. Still there.
Had a curve mode track in the lead too. I'm just hoping it saves because I don't know what I'm going to do if it just doesn't save going forward. Yeah, I was able to simulate well, not simulate, but I was able to run those 2 races, get my points for finishing the same spot, but I'm not going to do that every single race either.
Wow, that was fast.
I don't want to call it quits for the career mode, but I mean, I have no other choice. It's not like we can just run a custom truck. It's not going to be the same thing because our team's not fully developed. It'd be one thing if it was, but it's not. That would be the same thing for the Xfinity and the Cup Series too.
Careful,
We're just going to have to hope for the best. Love the run action here from Austin Wayne himself. Trying to get right around him though. How long it's going to take for Crafton to get back in the lead again, because we know he's got that truck. I mean, he led every lap of stage 1. Yeah, the track position between himself and Chastain, but there's no way he's got as fast of a truck as Crafton. Now, he does have a good truck, because he did finish second and ran second for most of stage 1. trying to get around Moffitt here for a few laps. Keeps getting to the inside. Tries to side draft him there off 4. Couldn't stay underneath him. Deep into turn 1. Easily going to clear Moffitt off turn 2 that time. For 15th. But only 10 trucks on the lead lap. 11th will be the free pass position. We have not had a caution for incident at all here tonight.
That was a better lap.
Probably should have had one for Decker spinning a little bit earlier. Late stage 2, she was in the grass down on the inside of the track in 1 and 2.
Got one down low now.
Austin Hill, after restarting at the rear, getting the free pass, finishing 10th in stage 1. Just back towards the front, trying to at least. Already gotten through half the race trucks. Gander gets around. That's going to be a bummer if we cannot get back on the lead lap the rest of this race. Because, man, we should not have gone a lap down, but controller disconnected. Didn't really have anything else happen there. There's a great battle going on, though, inside the top 5. Oh, we got a truck up in smoke. I think that was Ben Rhodes in the 99 having issues. So problems for Ben Rhodes. I believe he was on the lead lap, too. And inside the top 10. Came so close to winning at Richmond. Finished 3rd after winning the first 2 stages in that race. Look for redemption today, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it unless he can get that truck back on the track, and he's already going to be a couple laps down, unfortunately. No, it was Johnny Sauter. It was not Ben Rhodes. It was Johnny Sauter, the other Thor Sport truck that has not won a race this season. Sauter having issues. What a rough start to the year for him. Yeah, I mean, if it's a quick lag, again, that's going to happen with having a hot spot. I just don't want it. The very long lags like we had there for a little bit. Oh, jeez. Here we go again. Actually, it doesn't look too bad right now. Hopefully it stays that way. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it this time. Goes on any longer. I kind of don't want to just resume this again tomorrow. I mean, part of me would. Part of me wouldn't. Only because I know we could have had a good chance to score stage points. Stage 1 even starting at the rear. I mean, we've got a fast truck. I don't think we would have finished the lap down, I can tell you that much. 3 wide off turn 4. Gillen underneath of... Now that's definitely Ben Rhodes in the Carolina Nut Company 99 truck. Zane Smith up there as well. Those guys are inside the top 10 right now. And, sorry, just outside the top 10. They're running 11th and 12th, and those guys are actually 4th position, battling for the free pass. Gillen and Smith, at least. Schneider trying to close in on them as well, in case we get that caution here today. Schneider to the inside of Zane Smith down the front straightaway now. Gonna make the pass.
All right, you're clear then.
Yeah, the reason why I don't want to restart the race, we're already into stage 2. Going to be about halfway done at the end of this stage. Ooh, Schneider into the back of Gillen. Checked up a little bit. Big run though to the outside. Oh, he got squeezed by Rhodes, and that sent him into the 38. Could have backed off of it completely, and that's probably what 99 and Schneider should have done. struggling to get around Gillen for that free pass position right now, and slide job into 3 and 4 up in front of him. Gillen not going to be able to get a crossover. Schneider diming the corner off beautifully. He's back on the lead lap as long as the 10th place truck doesn't go a lap down to the end of stage 2. Can't get around Rhodes. Well, he hasn't driven away from the 38 truck yet, though. Gillen is right there. Trying to get to run, running a little higher than Rhodes.
Hold your line, stay high.
Getting that lane to work.
You got room, you're clear.
Bobble in the center of the corner. Christian Eckes must have fell a lap down in 10, so I guess Eckes is actually the free pass race truck right now. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, that's right. It's because Johnny Sauter. Okay, so Johnny Sauter dropped out of the race. That's why the 10th place truck is the first truck a lap down. So actually, this is for the free pass. Pardon me on that one. Schneider will get around him anyway, though, through 3 and 4. So now Schneider has actually got a shot at one stage point at least here in the second stage. Should get back in the lead lap, and we'll really get to see what kind of a truck he's got. Again, he unloaded quick. Bad luck with the controller disconnecting there. Things can keep going forward to the end of the stage. 21 laps to go.
Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear there.
I'm trying to keep track of how far off Austin Hill he is and where Ross Chastain is running on the racetrack right now. Again, I am very shocked. Matt Crafton had a huge lead and dominated stage 1 from the pole, and I think that just goes to show how much track position means in this race. Crafton did not have a fast pit stop. Chastain's crew beating him off of pit road, and was able to keep that track position here at the start of stage 2, and now Chastain's led every lap in the second stage after Crafton led every lap in stage 1. Steiner into the back of Tanner Gray.
Careful, still there.
That did not work out at all. Slows the 99 truck down a little more. Trying to use him as a pick to get around the Thorsport truck that was ahead of him of Ben Rhodes.
You got room, you're clear there.
I'm surprised Natalie Decker's actually running 24th after spinning through the grass earlier. I thought she'd be running a lot worse. Also surprised she is still on the racetrack. Must have just had a tire go down. Great save to the inside. I think she kept it off the wall. Again, keeping that 44 Nice truck in this race.
Stay at the bottom here. You're clear all around there.
He was on the lead lap, he being 6th after passing Friesen that time. We're trying to justify exactly how much speed this 99 truck does have. Don't know if he's got race-winning speed, but he's got enough speed to at least compete for a top 10. We'll have pit stops coming at the end of the stage. The way things are running now, Schneider will get back on the lead lap with a free pass. He's actually kind of hoping a caution comes out before that. Maybe has a chance to pit. Sell through these guys on fresher tires. Depending on how many laps they'll be given.
Stay high up here.
Talking about Crafton being the first repeat winner, but Chastain might keep the trend of new winners alive with a win here today himself. He has dominated Stage 2. Crafton's actually in third. Because, I don't know who's in second right now, but even second place is seemingly running better than Crafton here in this stage. Schneider's fastest lap of the race that last time, and he just passed Crafton, who dominated Stage 1. Can't count this 99 team out of it, that is for sure. I kind of relate the issue we had here to Kevin Harvick at Atlanta, where we kind of went a lap down for basically, little to no reason. It seemingly could have been avoided, where he had a flat tire under caution and basically put himself a lap down and strapped the lap down for the first two stages. That's kind of like our case here too. The only difference is we're going to get one stage point out of it. If he can actually unlap himself before the end of the stage, which isn't impossible, then he can restart right with the top 10 and not at the rear of the field at the start of Stage 2. We'll have 8 laps to go in the stage this time by. He's actually not that far behind those guys. It's definitely doable. Alternate through the different camera angles for the first time today. Slides up the track there off turn 2. Definitely trying to push it. He knows he can get back on the lead lap before the end of the stage. He is definitely pushing hard right now. Also, just in case Austin Hill goes a lap down like he did in Stage 1. Chastain definitely doesn't have as quick of a pace as, say, Crafton did earlier. Lap traffic slowing Schneider up off turn 2, 3 wide to the inside, underneath Harmon and Moffitt. Stays in front of Moffitt in the center of the corner. Slides off 4 a little bit again. Just trying to keep the hammer down and keep trying to chip away on Chastain. He's got 6 more laps to try and catch him. Once we stay green to the end of the stage, he's going to have a shot. And again, we have not had a caution for incident yet tonight. Christian Games, welcome. Lap trucks between Chastain and Schneider right now. Schneider is running faster lap times than Chastain currently. They didn't make any adjustments during that first stop. Again, this is the speed this truck has had. A disconnection putting us a lap down there in Stage 1. Just haven't been able to come back from it yet. This team's got speed. I think they're going to be one of the front runners in the final stage, and Schneider might have a chance to be the first repeat winner of the year. I can't believe it. It's taken 7 races to even decide if somebody's going to be able to do it. He's running out of time, though. 2 laps to go this next time by, but Ross Chastain is right there. Chastain going to go high, lap truck down to the bottom of Lassard. Look at the run Schneider gets there to the inside through 3 and 4. Just gets to the inside as they split Lassard off turn 4. Decker in the way of her teammate Chastain, who tries to go up the middle between Schneider and the 44 of Decker, and Schneider's back on the lead lap as he clears Chastain off turn 2. Lap and a half to go in the stage. Schneider has unlapped himself for the moment. I'm just trying to hang on. Final lap of Stage 2 for Chastain at the line. Trying to to go high to miss Jason White. Still pulling away from Chastain. Half a lap to go in the stage. Gander will have to circle all the way back around one more time, but he'll have no more pressure behind him. He's too far back to catch Austin Hill for 8, so it looks like 2 stage points will be awarded to Schneider. Cam here for the final lap. Ross Chastain wins stage 2 here at Dover, and I believe that is his first stage win of the season. Chastain trying to become the 7th different winner in the first 7 races. Free pass is going to go to Christian Eckes in 10th. He'll get back on the lead lap and get the final stage point as well. Crafton, who dominated, led every lap of stage 1, finishes 4th in stage 2 with Chastain leading every lap in the second stage. Schneider will get the restart up there with the top 9. Eckes has to drop to the rear because he gets the free pass. So I guess good for Eckes that Schneider got around Chastain because that allows him to get back on the lead lap now. 1 second of damage, that is repairable. And no adjustments. Because this is a fast, long-run truck. It takes about 40 to 45 laps to really get going, but if we do have a lot of long green flag runs, or at least a long green flag run here in this final stage, I think the 99 is going to be the one to beat. Going to gain 2 spots on pit road. He'll restart 7. Chastain wins the race off pit road again. He'll restart from the lead. Green flag is in the air. Final stage underway at Dover. Caution-free race to this point as far as incidents go. And wow, Sheldon Creed spun the tires on the restart there from 3rd. He drops back like a rock, and that allows Schneider to go 3 wide to the inside. And Schneider's up to 4th off of turn 2. Chastain clears Jordan Anderson, and Matt Crafton's right behind trying to follow Chastain. Chastain goes high, 3 wide for the lead in turns 3 and 4. Crafton to the bottom and is going to take the lead for the first time since stage 1. Schneider trying to hang on for 4th. Race high position for this 99 team right now. He's getting a little tight off turn 2. That's going to allow Creed to get under him as well as Friesen. Back to 6th now. Jordan Anderson looking for his first lead of the race to the inside of Matt Crafton for the lead. Owner driver as well as the 99 team, but this is the 3 of Jordan Anderson. He's trying to go for his first career win. Been close a couple times at Daytona in the Truck Series. He wants a spot in the playoffs.
You got room, you're clear there.
We've seen how much that track position matters. This was probably the most intense restart we've had today. Granted, we haven't had a caution for incidents, so the only start or restarts have been at the beginning of the stages. Seems like the leader or the guy who restarts from the lead just gets out, pulls away immediately. That was not the case for Chastain that time, and Ross was falling back to 5th after Crafton got around him, and then again, Crafton got passed by Anderson, who's been in the top 3 all night, but has not led until just now. Until Schneider gets faster over the long run, because his fastest lap of the race, actually his fastest lap was that last lap, never mind. Oh, Gillen slides up the track 3 wide. Johnny Sauter's back in the race. Trying to fly back through the field.
Stay high up here.
Back to 8th. He's got Austin Hill right on his back bumper. Actually, it's Zane Smith. Austin Hill is the next truck back. He's going to lose maybe another ground, I should say, with another truck. I think Austin himself's underneath him. Oh, Smith got tight, almost put it in the wall right in front of Hill. That checks Austin Hill up a little more again. What a miracle run on a 1-mile racetrack nonetheless for Jordan Anderson. Not a super speedway this time, and he has a shot to win this race. Talk about an upset. I think Schneider getting a win in that 3rd career race for that team was an upset. And we've seen him score a few top 10 since, but not many. What about this? This battle to the finish. Schneider just needs a long run. He does not want to see a caution in this final stage. Let this run out, and he'll have a good shot to win. We will have to pit one more time before the end. There's 2 sets of tires left for the second half of this race for Schneider, though. 2 more sets of tires. If we do get cautions, but speed-wise, his best chance to win this thing is if it goes caution-free. This could be the first caution-free race of the career mode. Least amount of cautions we've had in a single race is 2. That was at Homestead this season. So even if we had 1, it would be a race record for lows in the career mode.
Still there.
Ty Gillen's the first truck a lap down at 11 currently. He'll get past number 99 of Schneider through 1 and 2. First 6 races of the season, 3 top 5s for this 99 team. Those are his only 3 top 10s. 2 runner-ups and a win. Every other race he's finished 13th or worse. Cautions out for the first time today with 96 laps to go, already splitting the strategy. Schneider's going to stay out, conserve those tires right now. Anderson will restart from the lead, and we have a lot of split strategy here. Ty Gillen gets the free pass at 11th. Eckes is going to pit. Gillen's going to pit. Austin Hill, Grant Enfinger, Ben Rose all going to pit. A couple lap trucks are going to pit too. Very interesting strategy here at Dover after the first caution of the race, and this could definitely shake things up going forward.
Now, be smart out there. Going green.
Restarts in 6. First time he's restarting on the high side today. Green flag back in the air at Dover. Anderson trying to nail the restart like he did last time. He went from 3rd to 1st. A couple laps into the last restart.
Careful.
Now he's restarting from the 1st position. Crafton on the high side in 2nd. Trying to get back down to the bottom. He's got Ben Rhodes underneath him, though. It's going to make it hard. Contact with the 40 of Chastain, though. That's going to check up the 99 on the high side even more.
Car there on the inside.
Anderson had a good restart. Jumps out in front again. These guys on fresh tires, though, are cutting through this field, and they want a shot at the lead as well. A lot of them are drivers that have not won this season, much like Anderson.
Inside.
Some of those guys have won, like Enfinger and Eckes. Austin Hill hasn't, though. Oh, Anderson goes really high through turns 1 and 2. Everybody's packed together. This is about as packed together as we've seen a restart a couple laps in all night long. Trapped into the lead. No, he hasn't cleared the 3 truck of Anderson yet. Gander to the inside of Friesen for 9th. Side by side between Matt Crafton and Jordan Anderson. Schneider's slide job to get around Friesen through 1 and 2 for 9th place. 3 wide for 3rd, Enfinger to the bottom. On fresher tires. Anderson sliding back on the outside. Ben Rhodes to the lead for the first time today off turn 4, passing his teammate Crafton. Schneider sends it into 1 and 2. Oh boy, he almost spun out driving it in so deep, trying to get to the inside of Sauter. Schneider's actually keeping up on the short run this time, even with guys on fresher tires in front of him. But granted, nobody on fresher tires has gotten to the lead yet. Schneider hard and back of Sauter there, but they keep it straight. They checked them up a little bit on that inside line through 3 and 4. Rhodes still leads, but his teammate Enfinger on fresh tires behind him. Enfinger almost makes contact with his teammate now, and Grant Enfinger off turn 2 trying to take the lead. Contact further back, 3 wide. Off turn 2. Smith got into the side of the 99, shot him into Ross Chastain. They about wrecked. Going 3 wide off the exit of turn 2. Very tight to be running 3 wide here at Dover. But we stayed green after still just 1 caution today, and it was early in this final stage. This went green about 8 laps ago.
Still there. Car outside, hold the line.
Contact, tried to pull up in line there was Zane Smith to his outside. Smith almost brushed tires. Chastain gets into the left rear of the 99. Schneider kind of crowded him a little bit. He didn't give him a lot of room. Chastain held his line, so that was more the 99's fault than the 40s.
Got one down low
2 very well either with Austin one himself to his inside. So Grant Enfinger leads, trying to get his second win of the season. He's got a few stage wins this year as well. Already a decent amount of playoff points. He's trying to be the first repeat winner. Again, just the 7th race of the year. Our next race of the season will be tomorrow night at the Charlotte Motor Speedway right here in NASCAR Heat 5 for this career mode. Our coverage starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hard in the 340s, doing everything he can to keep it off Zane Smith. And Austin himself for that matter. Did a great job of doing so. Austin himself for 1 and 2. Slide job on Chastain, can't pull clear. Ross gets to run off the high side and stay alongside the 99. Slide job into 1 and 2, and that time Schneider's clear and he's up to 8. He's not led a lap yet today. Just over 80 laps to go. Ooh, we'll contact with Zane Smith.
Still there.
Schneider to the high side of Sheldon Creed through 3 and 4.
Got one peeking inside.
Trying to give himself a run, and he will, up to 7.
Road clear.
Anderson continues to fall back on the restart. Second driver that has older tires. Crafton's actually first of the drivers on older tires. Still 3 wide into turn 1. Schneider underneath both Sauter and Anderson. Sauter has fresher tires right now. Schneider does get the faster position on Anderson with the lap check of Sauter still on his inside.
Hold your line, got one inside. Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear.
Alternate through the different camera angles for the final time in today's race. Crafton goes up high again. Schneider trying to dig on the bottom. Diming in the corner off just a little bit. Didn't go all the way high to dime it off. And more towards that middle lane as he closes in on Crafton for 5th. Crafton now back down to the bottom in front of Schneider at 99. Schneider has to change his line at the last second. And Crafton gaps him right back. Closing in on a lap truck of Tanner Gray, who has not had a great run today. Crafton stuck behind him. Trying to use him as a pick, but they split for a 3 wide. Crafton somehow got to the high lane. It still stays in front of the 99. Great battle for 5th going on.
Still there?
The 2 drivers on older tires that are duking it out for position.
Still there?
Crafton squeezes the 99 truck. Gander just gets to the inside, trying to get the drive off. Doesn't want to make contact with Crafton, has to let him go and end the lift, and actually still ran tight. Even lifting, he got the wall off 2 and 2. Very barely. He still couldn't quite clear him. Has to give Crafton a little bit of room. Into turn 1, now he clears him with Crafton. Might try a crossover, but no chance at it. Schneider gripped the bottom perfectly. And finally clears Matt Crafton for 5th. It took a few laps. And he got him. He's got Eckes in front of him as well as Austin Hill. Both of them ran about a 1.5 seconds ahead of Schneider for 3rd and 4th.
Alright, you're clear.
Schneider get a 2nd career win here tonight in the Truck Series.
Alright, you're clear.
Trey Early, welcome to the stream. Side of Eckes. Bob will get into turn 3. Eckes might hold on. No, not quite. Schneider stays on that right rear corner panel and has run off the higher lane. Clear into turn 1. Deep to make sure he was going to clear Eckes. It's a good thing he did it because he did clear him. Comes onto the race truck. Schneider has not led a single lap all night long. Hasn't led a lot of laps this season, 106 total, but that's mainly because of the Atlanta race where he led 92 laps. Races outside of Atlanta, the other 5, he's only led a combined 13 laps. A lot of those were under caution because of strategy. As far as green flag laps go, he maybe has led 4, 5, 6 laps under green outside of that Atlanta race. He's up to 3rd. This is a race high. We know he's good on the longer run, and this is what he needs. Only had 1 caution for incident today. That has helped this 99 team out to really see what they have on the long run. That's why they haven't made any adjustments yet today. Another 25 to 27 laps they can go on fuel before they have to pit. Everybody that pitted under that last caution could go another 10 to 15 laps on fuel.
You got room. You're clear.
If we did stay green to the end. Schneider is rolling right now. 2.5 seconds off the lead, and only half a second back from Rhodes in 2nd place. Rhodes searching for his first win. This is as high as he's been in the running order all night. Oh, got it in the back, and then that's not going to help Schneider. That bogged him down quite a bit.
Stay at the bottom here.
He's got the car, though, on the long run, and he gets right around it. Race high 2nd spot now for Schneider. Still 1.5 seconds behind the 98 truck of Enfinger. Both of these two have won 1 race this year. Honestly, if Enfinger never blew an engine while leading at Homestead, he probably would have already won 2 races. And a few races since he's had a chance, good chance at least to win. I guess he finished 2nd at Richmond, but he definitely didn't have the fastest truck that day.
Still there.
Enfinger's caught right now behind another lap truck. Off turn 4, Schneider ran the high side as well. He's gaining more ground. For Hume, the 33 who held up Enfinger at last lap, and Enfinger is in trouble. Schneider with the run off the high side, up 2. He's loose. He's in the wall. Boy, that truck got sideways.
Car there on the inside. Alright, you're clear then.
Buying Enfinger a little bit more time. just kind of overcorrected it and slapped the wall with the right rear, and I smacked the right front into it as well. A little bit of damage, but nothing heavy. Should be repairable under the final pit stop. Whenever we get to that point, at least. And now he's going high on Enfinger for the lead off turn 4, side by side with the 99 and the 98. Schneider leads his first lap of the race at lap 139 with just 62 laps to go. Boy, it took him all race long, but he finally was out in front for the first time after just scoring 2 stage points. We knew once we got to the final stage he was going to have a truck for a longer run where there were more laps, and that is definitely what he needed for nearly 55 laps into this final stage. $50 laps in to be exact. Now the only thing is hoping that this stays green to the finish. Which again, we've only had 1 caution total so far. That was Schneider's fastest lap, 25.010 that last lap. And might I remind you, 50 laps into the stage, this truck is fast on the long runs. It just frees up perfectly. It's not that tight in the beginning of the run. It is a tad bit, but it frees up so well on the long run. That's why he hasn't made any adjustments yet today. He might have to, though, if we get a short run to the end of the race. Maybe loosen it up, take a couple rounds, a wedge out, well, maybe not a couple, maybe a round, half a round. Get it going a little bit quicker into the run, but he didn't want to touch it now. And this is why. He's got the 3.5-second lead. There's only 10 trucks on the lead lap as well. Right front's down to 20%. He can go another 15 laps on fuel. That's the worst thing that could happen, is if we get an untimely caution after he has already made a stop, knowing that we have 5 drivers on the lead lap that can make it an extra 10 to 15 laps on fuel. That is what cost Schneider a chance to win at Vegas earlier this season, and that's why he finished 13th in that one. He was one of the drivers that got caught a lap down while running originally inside the top 3. Also had a bad timely caution at Homestead with a very similar situation where he had to pit. He was on a different strategy than some of these other guys. It came back to bite him. The caution came out. Take a look at Texas and Richmond. Very similar as well. So 4 races already this year. Schneider has just been on the bad side of the strategy calls. Right now it's working for him, but he needs this to play green. Either play green or he needs a caution before he pits. And even if that happens, it's going to be tough to run those guys down to the finish.
We're going to need those tires to last, driver.
Because it takes so long into the run, but that would probably be his best chance if he were to get a caution. But he's got 2 sets of tires left. If he did get multiple cautions, he could pit multiple times. If he's on the lead lap, at least, which he's seen. If he's a lap down, he'd have to take the wave around it. At all necessary. Middle lane opened up pretty quickly there.
Clear, bud.
Between Anchor and himself.
You got room, you're clear there.
Still just over a quarter of the race to go, though. 53 laps left. Largest lead of the race.
You're wearing those tires down,
Schneider at least 8 seconds. But again, this is still the first time he's led. He's only led just over 10 laps. Knowing he's got to pit soon. But a fairly tame race as far as the cautions. Again, only 1 per incident. It came out with 96 to go. That was nearly about 40 laps ago. A little over 40 laps ago now. Those 2 stages went by cleanly. That's the nice thing with building out this lead, knowing he doesn't have a good short run truck when he comes out of the pits. Started to lose most of that lead. They might even lose the lead, but He's only going to fall a couple seconds back by the time the truck kicks in the final probably 20, 30 laps of the race versus being 6 to 8 seconds off the lead, if not more, trying to come from behind then. $50 laps to go at Dover.
Manage our tire a little, okay? Car high, careful there. You're clear all around there.
Hopefully everybody watching right now is enjoying and is on the edge of your seats. We could have career win number 2 in the Truck Series. Already been 4 races since the last win. Have another lap. Right front's definitely starting to chew away. The concrete racetracks seem to wear out tires pretty good. Both Bristol, Dover, even Martinsville with those concrete corners did the same thing. Granted, that's a flat track too, but still, all 3 of those tracks definitely wear out tires quite a bit. Schneider's going to take it another lap here. And you do not want to have to short pit at Dover if you can help it. Very long pit road. It's a difficult pit road to get onto without speeding as well. Very narrow.
All right, you're clear.
No practice or qualifying. We're going to have to see if this 99 team can get onto pit road, not only without speeding, but without any issue. And he's going to have to come into the pits this time. The right front might not be able to make it another lap.
We're going to need those tires to last,
so he's going to lock the brakes up.
Back it down.
35 miles an hour is the pit road speeding limit, and perfectly, Schneider nails it. 6th to landing, coming to pit road. It'll be a 4-tire stop and no adjustments coming on this 99 truck. 2 seconds of damage that will be repaired. Pause it here for a quick second. I can get the camera back up. I was trying to do it under the pit stop quick enough, but I couldn't get it out quick enough. There we go. There we go. Just so you can see my reaction to the finish of this race here.
You're clear of pit road.
There's going to be a lap down. Again, he is really hoping he doesn't get trapped a lap down with a caution. He's got fresher tires than anybody else on the racetrack right now. He's the only one that pitted.
Car high, careful.
Matt Crafton actually coming down into the pits currently, just about 2 laps after Schneider did. Sonoma would be safe.
That car had to use pitting.
We're talking about COVID. And yeah, I mean, they'll have their protocols just like any of these other tracks have. And it's nowhere near LA, which has been kind of, from what I've heard at least, the bigger area of where COVID's been at in the state of California. Go do a Blaney.
Stay high, stay high.
Be awesome. Definitely haven't dominated the race, much like Blaney didn't certainly dominate yesterday. Though there hasn't been one driver that's dominated today. That's the thing. Enfinger's kind of dominated the final stage, while split with him and Schneider, and then Crafton dominated stage 1. Chastain dominated stage 2. Schneider's up to 5th, but he's still a lap down. Only 4 trucks on the lead lap. Remember, the top 5, actually top 4, Gillen could still stay out a little longer as well on older tires, but he has already been passed by Schneider, so that's why he's in 6th. Zane Smith is the next driver on fresher tires right now behind Schneider for position in the lead in 7th. The lap truck's coming to pit road now. But Enfinger could probably go about another 10 laps at the most, just banking on a caution to trap Schneider and the rest of these guys a lap down. I believe just 4 trucks to settle it out to the finish. Now Schneider is in the free pass position, so he would get back in the lead lap with a caution, but he would have to restart at the rear of the field. And knowing we have only 39 laps to go now for Enfinger, we'll see. It's around roads.
Got one down low now.
He's in 2nd. Chastain, 9th, going to blow right around Schneider on those fresher tires. Schneider's just not as good on the short run. Just waiting for Enfinger and the rest of those guys to pit. Schneider's going to have a big lead when everything cycles through. He's got one more set of tires if we did get a late race yellow and he was on the lead lap. I guess, for instance, if he gets trapped a lap down and takes a free pass, he can pit. We have equal tires with the leaders. Schneider blocking Johnny Sauter, trying to keep him behind. A little 3-wide action further up ahead. Some of the other lap trucks. Sauter gets to the inside of Schneider off turn 2, going to look to make the pass. Enfinger was in the middle of that 3-wide, the race leader.
Coming inside now.
3-wide further back. 99 up the middle. That got really tight. Room just about squeezed the 99 into the 13 underneath him. Sauter trying to fight back from a blown tire midway through stage 2. But he's multiple laps down. Squeezing underneath the 99 of Schneider. Desperately wants to get around Enfinger. He's got a run off turn 2 on him as well. Here comes Anderson. Boy, he's coming in hot on pressure tires as well in 10th. Get one of his 2 laps back on Enfinger. Schneider trying to get back on the lead lap on the inside of the 98. 34 laps to go for Enfinger. Schneider back on the lead lap. Schneider's been better on the longer runs as it is. I guess if we had a caution, he'd probably stay out anyway.
Still there?
Be in the lead now. We'll wait and see.
Hold your line, got one inside. You got rid of your clear there.
When will the rest of those leaders pit? And I can't imagine they're going to take it too many more laps.
Still there?
I mean, I'm waiting. At any one of these laps, they could come down on the pit road.
Car there on the inside. Clear down low. There on the inside.
Sauter gets one of his 2 laps back again. I think he's actually... Well, Schneider's not the leader now, I guess, so I guess he's 3 laps down, not 2. He would be 2 when Enfinger decides to pit.
Still there?
LA area, that's risky for NASCAR. Yeah, and that's why they didn't run at Auto Club this year, because Fontana, California is like a half hour outside of LA. And it was earlier in the season. Combination of those 2 things. So we're going to be able to get fans. Enfinger's on pit road. So is Eckes, Austin Hill, Ben Rhodes. All the top 4 in the pits as we speak. Schneider back out in front. It'll be a lead change with 30 laps to go. Now just needs it to stay green to the finish. And not have a late race restart, knowing he doesn't have a good short run truck. Because with only 30 to go, by the time we have a restart, if caution would come out anytime now, we'd have less than 30 to go. He just needs to run his own race and just kind of hope and pray at this point. Sarge really running slow in this one. He's not had a great season. Crafton's second place right now, 17 seconds off the lead. It'll be Crafton, Chastain, Jordan Anderson all in the lead lap. Sheldon Creed is the next truck behind Schneider right now. He's the first truck a lap down at fifth. Anderson's had a lot of inconsistent but great runs this year. Kind of like Schneider, honestly. Schneider came in 28 points back of Stuart Friesen for the regular season championship. Third in points, just slightly behind Sauter, who's running 18th right now and had his problems earlier. Schneider just banked it off the wall, off turn 4. I gotta make sure he doesn't hurt that car anymore. A little bit of damage to the right side, nothing too heavy. Getting a lot of Crafton pulls in another second. Nobody's gonna be able to race their way around the 99 if this goes green to the end now. Schneider had been waiting a long time for a race like this where he has the truck and just needs a long run. So he hasn't been good on the short runs all season. This could be the race. How badly Chastain and Anderson want a caution. Trying to get their first win. Get around Crafton and Schneider on the restart. Maybe they'll pit for 4 fresh tires and try to out-strategize them. That's how we saw Tanner Gray win at Texas as well as Eckes win at Richmond. That same strategy with a late race caution, they pit. It just kind of hangs everybody else out to dry. Oh, Schneider into the side of the 20 of Spencer Boyd. Can't be making mistakes like that, that's for sure. Thought he was going to have him clear, and he just wasn't even close off the exit of turn 4.
Still there. Still there.
Just can't be too aggressive with these lap tracks. He's got a big, big lead. Even Atlanta, the race that he won, we had to restart with about 10 laps to go. This is, again, no sure thing. We need to go green to the finish. This would be the race in which we will have the least amount of cautions so far this season with just 1. Amount before that was 2. Again, we go to the Charlotte Motor Speedway tomorrow night. We're here on NASCAR Heat 5 again. That is an 8 p.m. Eastern Standard start time.
Careful. Still there.
There's underneath Jordan Anderson trying to get around it. Not going to be able to do it there. Sends it. Now he's going to lap Anderson. So Anderson's the first truck a lap down. Enfinger actually has just marched his way back up to 5th. Remember, he's on even fresher tires than the leaders by about 15 laps. That's why he's walked his way back up to 5th. So he's actually got a good shot to get his lap back on Schneider. That's definitely a guy he wants to keep a lap down, because if we get a caution, Enfinger having those fresher tires might actually lead to some of these leaders having to pit. Otherwise, Enfinger might get around him to the finish.
We got 20 more laps.
Enfinger's not the only one on that strategy, though. Austin Hill's another one. Ben Rhodes. Enfinger's just the highest running of them so far in 5th. He's got to get around Anderson as well to get that free pass. No matter what, or even to think about racing Schneider. It looks like he's going to get around him easily in turns 3 and 4. So Enfinger in the 4th place with 19 laps to go. He's getting a little loose. Sideways into turns 1 and 2. Boy, Enfinger is coming. It's got to be nerve-wracking for the 99 if we get a caution, knowing Enfinger's that fast. Schneider's fastest lap of the race. A 24.914. That was at the end of that first run. Still running 25.3s right now, so about 4/10 of a second off of that. Finger switches to the high side. One more lap truck. Sauter's worked his way back up to 12. He's about to go lap down again. This will put it back to 3 laps down. And he's blocking Schneider right now. Might allow Enfinger to close the gap a little bit sooner with Johnny Sauter pulling the blocks. And helping his teammate out. Schneider to the high side of Sauter. Look at that heavy lap traffic coming up as well. They're still 17.5 seconds ahead of Crafton. Enfinger continues to close behind him and maybe trying to get back on the lead lap. Schneider drives it deep into 1 and 2. To make sure he clears Johnny Sauter. Easily does. There's Enfinger, he's right there. Oh, Schneider loose off turn 2. Just kind of banged it into the wall. Oh, Tanner Gray slides up the track. He had White underneath him. There were 3 wide. Schneider, the leader, was on the high side. That was a close call. 14 to go. Slide job on Chastain through 1 and 2. He's going to put Chastain a lap down, so now Enfinger's got to get around Chastain to get back under the free pass position. Just 2 trucks on the lead lap. Schneider by no means has dominated this race. He does lead the rest. He's going to go on to lead just over 50 laps, which is a large chunk, just over a quarter of the race. But really don't know who's led the most total. It might end up being Schneider. I'm not sure. It's either going to be him or Enfinger, I'd assume, but Chastain led 45 laps. Crafton's led 45. Crafton's actually led a little more than 45 because he got to the lead early in the final stage as well. Maybe he'll go on to lead the most laps. He's been running pretty equal lap times with Schneider this entire run as well. Just to get a caution. $11 to go. Enfinger's just a couple truck lengths behind Chastain for 3rd, the free pass position.
Keep digging. 10 to go.
10 to go. Listed as an intermediate. Oh no, caution is out with 10 laps to go. And Enfinger just got the free pass on Ross Chastain. Barely. Unbelievable. You hate to see it. Never easy with the career mode. Especially being a startup truck series team, and we're going to have 6 laps to go on the restart. Schneider's got 1 set of tires, and he is going to use it right here. He is going to pit. Enfinger gets the free pass, but he's got to restart at the rear of the field. It is 1-on-1 between Crafton and Schneider. Crafton's going to restart in the lead, but Schneider's got 4 fresh tires. He had 1 set left, and he was sitting on it just in case we had a restart like this. And the green flag is back in the air here at Dover. Crafton, Schneider, who will win? 6 to go. Both looking for their 2nd win of the season.
Stay high up there. Got a car coming inside.
Schneider in turns 1 and 2. Trying to do whatever he can. He was pretty even with Crafton, but now Schneider's stuck on the outside. Chastain's on the bottom. He wants to get back on the lead lap. Crafton goes high through 3 and 4. Schneider to the middle, 3 wide for the lead. On turn 4, no, not quite. He couldn't quite sneak in the middle, 3 wide like he wanted. 5 laps to go. Crafton on the high side. Schneider again in the middle. Chastain on the bottom, 3 wide for the lead. On turn 2, contact with the 88. And Crafton drives on again, but he's stuck on the high side with Chastain to the bottom. Schneider trying to get a run. 3 wide again for the lead. Schneider goes all the way to the outside. 4 laps to go. Crafton gets into the side of the 99. And he's back on the bottom. Crafton moves Schneider out of the way. And now Crafton trying to go underneath his teammate Ben Rhodes. Schneider staying right there. 3 wide up the middle again. But Chastain all the way up high. Schneider's trying to side draft the 88. He's just sandwiched in the middle right now. Ben Rhodes on the bottom, and number 3 of Anderson moves the 99 up the track. Anderson got squeezed right there. Oh, this is trouble for Schneider.
Careful, still there.
3 wide to the bottom underneath Austin Hill. Ross Chastain.
Clear high, clear high.
Go for Matt Crafton. Too far behind Crafton. Schneider charging hard through 3 and 4. He's got to run, but it's too late, and Matt Crafton is going to win at Dover on a late race restart. Oh, sorry, no, that was 2 to go. Never mind. I thought that was the last lap. Oh, it's not over yet. Hang on. I thought that was the last lap. Schneider's got another shot at him. He lost a little ground in 1 and 2, though. Crafton goes high. Schneider to the inside. I thought the last lap was the last lap of the race. It wasn't. Schneider slides on 4. Cleared Crafton. He wins on the last lap pass.
Go get the checker flag. It's yours.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought the second to last lap was the last lap of the race, and it wasn't. And Schneider gets the win on the last lap pass. Oh my goodness. I thought he didn't catch him. What a call with the strategy. And the 4 tires helped them win this thing. That's insane. For career win number 2, second win of the season. On a last lap pass for the win, denying Crafton of his second win of the year. You didn't want to see that caution, but what a finish. I need to go back and watch that again. Not on the replay necessarily, but go back and watch it. I don't know. Yeah, now for sure we're locked in. If we do get more than 10 different winners. We were 6 for 6 coming into this 7th race. With only 4 spots remaining open, and Schneider gets his second win of the year. I thought when we came to 2 laps to go, I instantly thought that was the last lap of the race. And it wasn't. I don't know how we lost track of that. I don't think I've ever done that on the last lap of a race before. I did it on the last lap of a stage not long ago, but we weren't even battling hard for the stage either. That was actually a battle for the win. It's a good thing I didn't go full send mode in 3 and 4 on the second to last lap, thinking it was the last lap, because otherwise I wouldn't have had a shot at him. I did lose ground in 1 and 2 a little bit, even on fresher tires, because I kind of backed off of it. Just a tad, like, not much, but by the time we got into turn 1, I did back off a little more than I wanted, but luckily we were able to get to the inside. Crafton just came off the bottom in 3 and 4 just a little bit, and it was enough for Schneider to get around. Second career win for this upstart team. Their 4th top 2 finish in the first 7 races. Second in points now behind Friesen. Crafton jumps to 3rd in points. Schneider now just 7 points behind Friesen for the regular season championship. Pulls us 21 points on him today. Again, Lassard not in the... Well, Lassard isn't even in the top portion of the field anyway. Tanner Gray might actually get in regardless. He's 13th in points, but, well, we're still going to give him the win because he's got 5 playoff points, so we'll have to make sure we carry that forward as well. Man, what a race. Victory lane for the second time. Only 2 cautions for incident this entire way. And sorry, 3 cautions for incident the entire way, if you include the last one. No, I had that right. Yeah, 2. That was only the second caution. My bad. The only other caution was very early in the final stage with 96 to go. That caution almost costed Schneider the win. Almost. After just a weird finish. We had 6 laps to go when we went green. I could have swore I counted 6 laps before we got to the last lap. Crafton led the most laps today, too. 56 laps led. He dominated stage 1. Remember, 45 of those laps were in the first stage. And he led 5 of them. Stuart Friesen. Yeah, I saw the stream was lagging after the finish. I think we got it back now, just for the finish of the stream. Stuart Friesen did tweet at us here. Nice close win. As we close in on him for the regular season championship. And yeah, on to Charlotte. North Carolina Education Lottery 200. So we're very close. Just less than $50,000 away from being able to upgrade to a 100 on the engine power. For right now, though, we'll have to sit and wait on it. Get this Speedway chassis up and running again, so we can use it for Kansas. And then we're going to use this Speedway chassis for Charlotte. We'll be maxed out, 95 all the way around. Well, maxed out given our department size, at least. So that's going to be our work plan coming up for the next race. Like, share, and like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I will see you guys tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got to get to bed. I have to work tomorrow. I definitely didn't want to do this late stream originally, but I did it for you guys. So hopefully I'm not tracking too bad at work tomorrow. I shouldn't be. I've had the last 2 days off. So if I didn't, I definitely wouldn't have done this tonight. But we'll be back tomorrow at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Should have a lot of fun in that one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good, safe rest of your night.